This is the first time it's been reassembled in a while, so.
Oh yeah, I love you for that. It's nice.
It's gassy, but it shoots smooth. I'm gonna stand back though so I don't get my fucking face wrecked. Riggedy wrecked. The fuck? Well, there goes that idea. Yeah, it turns out I'm retarded still. Well, hello everyone.
What's up, bro? What, bro? What's up, bro?
And welcome. My camera is still on hospice, and this is the LMT 10.5 or belligerence. Just straight, pure, unadulterated belligerence. The most annoying guy you know, on 11, party volume voice in the library. Just loud as fuck all the time, but it's flat shooting and I really do enjoy it. Now I know this whole setup is gonna piss everybody off, and it's almost on purpose. I've got an LMT upper on an arrow lower with Ford Control Design parts and a Geisley SSA and a primary arms 2.5x prism. Such a lovely combination that somehow works. I hate this optic. If you only have $200 for an optic, save more and get a better one. But if you absolutely need something because, I don't know, whatever stupid reason you came up with, this 2.5 is at least clear and the reticle makes sense, and 2.5 somehow, if you're just quickly bringing up to a target, brings it a little closer and focuses those of you with ADHD. But it's a very interesting setup. Now, it's eventually going to get a lower 1/3 mount Comp M4. I'm deciding on Geisley or somebody else. But it's going to get an Aimpoint Comp M4 with a lower 1/3 mount. I'm going to take one of the Surefires off of something a Modlite OKW is replacing and put it on this. And a pressure switch, probably an SR07. Eventually, I'm gonna get an LMT lower and do it right, do a full SBR and paint it. I was looking at, you know, the cool angles camo, the M90 or whatever. We'll see. I like the color that it is. This upper was given to me by a really, really close friend. I will never be able to thank him enough for it. Even though it's something I wouldn't do personally as far as 10.5 goes, my minimum cutoff is 11.5. I really do enjoy shooting it, and the LMT in 10.5 is actually pretty solid. I love this quad rail and how it's put together. Just a solid unit. I really do like it. When I shoot this barrel out eventually, I'm gonna put a 11.5 inch barrel in there, but honestly, it's almost peak aesthetic right now with the 10.5. I don't like 10.5. That doesn't mean if you have a 10.5, I don't like it. I just, you know, there's not a whole lot of applications in my mind for this. If you're gonna raid like a trap house or do close quarter work or anything like that, that's fine. Shooting this unsuppressed with a break is horrible in literally any situation unless you have double ears. And the concussion alone will get everybody's attention.
Close at 11 a.m. on a Tuesday.
Oh, this is a shithole.
I love bombs.
I can't hear! I can't hear!
You can, behind the gun, it's completely fine. But this bitch spits fire in broad daylight. So, and if you're using a cell phone camera close to it, it rocks the shit out of it. I have to use my GoPro to get in close for better footage because this thing is just belligerent, but it's a blast to shoot, and I'm not gonna complain about getting a free upper. So it shoots really well. I have a Aero H2 buffer in there with a Sprinko red spring, and it's perfectly flat and runs 55 grain 223, which is the lowest pressure shit, and it runs all the 5.56, which is good. So I've got the gas dialed, and suppressed or unsuppressed, H2 red spring, the way to go. And it's not punchy, it just sits there, which is mostly the brake, but holy shit, this thing shoots flat. You can literally just pick it up and it's like, I don't know, it's like you have aim assist on. It's just so smooth, but it's so loud.
Damn, that thing's loud.
One of my boys was shooting it, and I was behind him loading mags at the table, like 5 feet away from him, and directly behind him, I still felt the concussion in the muzzle blast. This thing is wild. Everyone on the range knew I was shooting it. Everybody. People from the rifle range are like, what are you guys shooting? It sounds like a short-barreled 308. Just oppressive. So if you're looking at putting a 10.3 to 10.5 build together, some other weird barrel length that's got a 10 in front of it, 10.3, 10.4, 10.5, 10.7, whatever. If you're putting a muzzle brake on it, it is going to be brutal. And I mean rape ape, loud as fuck, just disgustingly brutal. But this thing runs so nice. It's so flat. And some of you have asked, why no red dot? Why you no red dot? Because I have astigmatism. So I see a diagonal dot. And I much prefer the Steiner P4XI if I'm gonna have something for close range stuff, because it's 1:4 and that dot is daylight bright. So it helps me with transitions and stopping where I need to, and then if I need to crank it up to 4, I can. But this setup is definitely to piss everybody off. And if you definitely want to piss everybody off at the range, get a 10.5 or a 10.3 with a muzzle brake on it, and everyone will hate you, especially the people shooting to the sides of you or behind you. But this is obviously not its final setup. I'm going to do all those nice things I said earlier and really give it its due, because it's an LMT and it shoots really, really well. I'm also going to upgrade the bolt to the LMT Advanced bolt, and probably the 3-hole bolt carrier, so it's extra good with a suppressor. But for the time being, it's going to stay this way, except my buddy's definitely taking his optic with him when he leaves. Thanks for watching. Take care out there.